Minnie, let's clean your nose.
Alright. Live, guys. We are live. First live video. Everybody at this way. No. Someone please come. If I see one person, I'm yes, sir. Okay. Come on. Let's make like room. I'm actually gonna make like. Wait. So it's like Wednesday and I keep.
So, are we done here? Mr. Williams, can I ask you to reconsider testifying against the government?
Now for sure, baby, don't you cry. Someone please, come on. I need one person sees this. They need to come in. I need to have it. Please. If I see it, if it says one, I'm literally going to lose my heart straight away. Okay. Please, someone, guys, this is going to be like a whole 1 hour live stream kind of, but yeah. Okay, there's a bunch of mountains. Perfect. We can make our base. Secret base. Let's destroy this tree that one's in our way. I'm actually going to be talking a lot on this live stream, so yeah. Even though there's no one here, I'm just talking to myself. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, like, but let's. Someone please join. Can anyone even talk? Can you do it in my life? Okay, now. Bro, I don't care if no one's on, we have to make this live. Like, bro, this is like the first live ever, man. My tree was just. Sophie, stop. Do you know? Maybe. That's what we need. We need. So please join. for this to no one in the line. Nice. Okay. It's just gonna be like a small house. Like trash, and then when you go in. Alright. This is gonna be like a tiny house. Two doors. Excuse me. It's because the slap. No, two doors. And then just open, and then here. Let me just do. Can we do this? Okay. Slash clear. That's really bad. I just do that. Yeah, we're not gonna have anyone in our life. That's what I ain't at. Wait, why am I making again? So we have to, this is so 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's actually 4. Is that us? 3, yeah. So I've got my calculations. 20 carrots. No. Now the smooth though. Absolute mansion is gonna be. That's another. Now I need to make the floor. That's gonna be hard. We're gonna just tell you. Okay, guys, this is not gonna work out. Let's try something else. So, let's find the base. Give me a secret base. I think I know something what we can do with secret base. Yeah? So, I might not be sure, but this is one of the best secret bases. Find any tree, okay? This is the best tree. No, just do normal tree, right? Normal tree. Take these two. Okay. This, and then we need this. Wait, let's see. Does it look like it? Okay, then. So first we're gonna have to do this, and then we got this and this. We can add trapdoor. Wait, we need this, add this, that. So let me make a big one. So this, we'll push that, and then grab this. So we're gonna need to have That's where it is, I think. So if we go down here.
You have Millennial Private English TV.
Ah,
Didn't work though.
When it goes in. Oh, you didn't say that. Sorry, don't worry. You know what? Does anybody else worry?
Let's just.
That is live entertainment at its worst. Last chance to live, Callaway. Amanda's not going to know what this sounds like.
Now we can add it back.
Tonight, Hollywood superstar Keanu Reeves tells us why his next big project is all about a Formula One team with more for a single takes on the famous fortune and ever winning the next generation of fashion
With this one.
designers.
I hope so. Let me tell you that. It will. And then we can pull it back. And then. Okay, so you know it works. That works. And then we need to add.
There's 6 waterlogged Britain.
Yo.
Hundreds more homes are flooded in the aftermath of the latest storms. Raging down the street in Gloucestershire, elsewhere roads and train lines.
I think maybe if we just do this.
Here in Gloucester, the River Severn has burst its banks and the sea is
There. We could just do it.
people who are struggling with rising waters across a huge part.
So I think we have to go this. Okay.
This.
Right.
I don't think it's that difficult at the moment, but to buy a house in this country, well, it's
the loss of a big bank on
Oh, there, yeah. Right, so we go down and then that, and then yeah, like yeah, that didn't work.
David Soul of Starsky and Hutch fame
And then get out. Okay, that didn't work well. So I'm gonna make an even harder one to actually even look. So we're gonna need. Okay, we're gonna need this student people, man. That's what I like to so,
Hundreds more homes in England have been flooded after a week of relentless rainfall and the impact of Storm Hank. It was the 8th storm to hit the UK since September, and that is the highest number in a season.
That's what I did basically, so that's fine. Like, wait, this one any car, so we can get any car and get not any car, but no, not like play. But we can get these. We can get any car. And I think the best colour. Okay, let me see.
driving into an island. This is worse than the year 2000. Simon lives in Guntham. It's one of the worst affected places by the flooding in this region. The situation is so bad that most vehicles can't get through the flood.
Right, so
he's using his modified 4x4.
So you can't see from here, right? So
He's agreed to let us
if
go.
we
shouldn't have to do this.
get grass,
We can't stand by and let people struggle and let people
boom,
stop to the point.
boom,
Elderly people and vulnerable people.
boom,
So
boom.
we've got to use it.
We do that,
There are only
and
two
then
routes in and out of Guntham.
that
One is
boom,
up there,
we can have.
Even worse. You can see why people living in this village are saying it's now effectively an island. It's because of scenes like these that Nottinghamshire County Council yesterday declared a major incident. It says this is one of 7 areas where multi-agency support is being provided. Overnight, the River Trent reached its highest level in the county for more than 20 years. This is the scene in the village of Farndon.
Right.
Julia and Dave have lived here for more than 25 years and say it's never been this bad.
Oh,
And then, you know, wooden shores.
Penny when you did your hair, and you better say goodbye. Yeah.
People were from what we
So for that, learn how to open that. And then you land in, of course, water. Sorry, water. Water. And
These homes
then
may take many months before they're able to live
you
here
can
again.
get.
The impact of what this flooding has left behind could be felt for years. Navtesh Johal, BBC News.
Right.
Signs
So
a bit of an
got
understatement
those.
that fairly captures the reality
Three.
of what floodwaters done to this village and its people. Longford looks, well, like a really long ward. John and Julie were taking the dog for a walk. Or was it a swim?
But you can see it slowly creeping up, so you've got time to move the important things, empty the cupboards in readiness to move those. So,
Pumping is the New Year obsession. They're desperately trying to keep homes above water.
So you have to
River
go.
Severn flowed over these fields and into the village. Some people have left,
Then you go
How you
here.
doing? but not Rodney. What's it like? Where? My God. Yeah, your father.
God, Toffee, come my hell.
81, 50, 47
God.
years, London for a 4th time. And we're now. Do you think you're going to stay tonight? Well, probably a little. Yeah. Because it's cheap now. You can't keep waiting for that in this country. But we're not waiting for the money for a visitor. You haven't even got one.
Don't even come near me.
People are struggling, whatever means they try. This was about the most effective way. But people here are looking out for each other. And further downriver, more battles lost to the rising water. How deep is it?
They go fast.
Oh yeah. And there's anger about drivers adding to the problems, the damage, the necessary repair.
But it's just now wait till it all dries out, fire the builder, and go for work.
Back in Longford, a special delivery. But across a huge area, people are struggling. And while the worst may be over, the clean-up hasn't even really begun yet.
Yeah, the water levels continued rising here, even in the last hour or so, after people were told that the river had peaked. So, although the message is that the worst is over, some people are only just still starting to feel the real impact of it. Some who managed to keep their homes dry over the last 24 hours or so, it's finally succumbing. And this is a desperate battle that's fought with just inches that make a difference. So that is the problem when people come through with a car and create that tidal wave. That could be what sends somebody's house underwater, which causes so much misery. This street's flooded before. This area has experienced a lot of flooding. People are talking about it being as bad as it was in 2007. They are hardy. They are resilient. It's always impressive how people respond in this situation. But it is a miserable start to the new year for so many people. A lot of questions about how they will clean up, repair the damage and move on. Whether the insurance will be there to help them. And then people are considering how much more frequently is this going to happen? Are they going to have to face this every year with the more extreme weather?
the former Paralympian athlete, getting half of his sentence for 13 years for murdering his girlfriend who was sleeping. His now will face a range of restrictions for 5 years. His mother said that her family
Once finally found, I've got the strength to spill it. This is Nina high enough. The noise from the shoulder lets you gross thing.
He's been served and sentenced at this prison. Early this morning, the authorities announced he left, was now officially a parolee, and is at home. That's understood to be this nearby house owned by an uncle, where flowers addressed to Pistorius were delivered today, and family members came and went. Until late 2029, Pistorius will live under parole conditions, including having to attend anger management sessions and not speaking to the media. He can be returned to prison if he breaches them. Pistorius murdered Reva Steenkamp on Valentine's Day 2013 by shooting her through a locked toilet door at his home. His trial absorbed the world. He claimed to have shot her by mistake, thinking an intruder was in the house.
I got to the bed, and then I realized Reva wasn't there.
At first found guilty of the equivalent of manslaughter, he was convicted on appeal in 2015 of murder, with judges saying his story was inconsistent and improbable. Reva Steenkamp's close friend says they've had no space to grieve.
We want to mourn, and we most certainly would like Reva to rest in peace. Every time we start processing and coming to terms with things, Oscar pops up. In my opinion, Oscar walking around as a free man without the necessary training and treatments and psychiatric evaluations, he is deadly on the streets.
What Oscar Pistorius does next will be the focus of intense interest. Campaigners against male violence say his release sends a terrible signal.
Oscar's release is an indication that we have a serious problem, that there's, I guess, a normalization of leniency when it comes to predators, when it comes to anyone who commits any type of femicide or gender-based violence.
Reva Steenkamp's mother today said those left behind after her murder are the ones serving a life sentence. Daniel DeSimone, BBC News, Pretoria.
Yeah, the former political advisor and author Derek Draper has died at the age of 56. The news was broken by his wife, the TV presenter Kate Garraway. Derek Draper caught COVID in March 2020 with disastrous consequences. He spent weeks in a coma before returning home and leading round the clock care. Our political correspondent Helen Capp. Derek Draper.
This morning, the seminar of Timothy and of course Darcy and
He was a former political advisor who became familiar to millions when COVID changed his life and his family's. Derek Draper spent 10 weeks in a coma after he caught the virus in 2020 and 374 days in hospital before he came home.
He has difficulty speaking, he can't move without help, and has been left doubly incontinent.
His wife, the TV presenter Kate Garraway, made this film about their experience. Today, in a post on Instagram, she said he'd been critically ill following a cardiac arrest in early December, which, because of the damage inflicted by COVID in March 2020, led to further complications. She ended her message with, "Rest gently and peacefully now, Derek, my love. I was so lucky to have you in my life." In the 1990s, Derek Draper worked behind the scenes to create New Labour, an important part of the party's story according to Tony Blair, who's paid tribute to him as a tough, sometimes ruthless political operative, someone you always wanted on your side. While Gordon Brown said he was brilliant, creative and multi-talented.
Don't quote me directly on this, but you could say that offended Peter.
But he was also controversial and sparked a cash for access scandal when he was caught boasting about contacts with ministers and making money.
If a company hires my company, how much, and they get me for an hour, guess how much they have to pay? £15, 250.
He remained a big supporter of New Labour, but left politics to retrain as a psychotherapist.
Oh, come on now,
At home, he'd found happiness in a marriage to Kate Garraway after a mutual friend sent them on a blind date.
Well done.
When COVID struck, Derek was fit, healthy and 52. Kate Garraway was given an honour for sharing the family's story on film to show how they and others coped with a life-changing event.
Happy birthday to you.
Keeping hope alive, doing their best and enjoying what time they had.
Happy birthday.
Draper, who's died at the age of 56. Former Government Minister Chris Skidmore has said that he will resign the Conservative whip and stand down as an MP as soon as possible over new legislation which he argues clearly promotes the production of new oil and gas. Well, let's get more now from our Deputy Political Editor, Vicky Young, who's in Westminster for us. Tell us more about why he's going, Vicky.
Yeah, well, first of all, who is Chris Skidmore? Well, he's a former energy minister, as you say, who actually signed the UK commitment to net zero by 2050 into law. Why is he doing it now? Well, Monday there's going to be a vote in the House of Commons on a bill which would allow more oil and gas licences. So he is extremely critical of all of that. In his letter tonight, he said he can no longer condone nor continue to support a government that is committed to a course of action that I know is wrong and will cause future harm, and therefore resigning my party whip. Labour, maybe not surprisingly, are congratulating him on this move, but crucially, he's also going to stand down as an MP. He says as soon as he can, so we think that would be next week. That, of course, does mean a by-election for Rishi Sunak to face, and Chris Skidmore's Gloucestershire seat has a majority of 11,000. Normally, you might think that's pretty safe, but
No, I'm going to clean up. Don't care, do I?
Okay, Vicky, many thanks. Vicky Young.
Look at your tongue, it's young.
The Post Office IT scandal has contacted solicitors since the broadcast of the TV drama about the case this week. Around 700 sub-postmasters and postmistresses were convicted over a period of 15 years. Linked to a faulty Horizon computer system that made it look as if money was missing from branch accounts. Some people were wrongfully imprisoned, but so far only 93 convictions have been overturned.
No reaction. Need a look.
It's one of the most important stories in the prosecution for huge losses in the post office Here's the real New Hampshire today, who's had quite a week, seeing her darkest moments broadcast to the country. She had no idea the faulty Horizon computer system was to blame. Bill pleaded guilty to false accounting to avoid jail.
Survival. I did. At one point I had about 10 cleaning jobs on the go, trying to keep the mortgage paid, and it really is a true story. Yeah, I don't think the public realise just quite. The public is now, and I think there's enough outrage out there.
It was a question for the Prime Minister today.
It's important that all those who suffer get the justice they deserve, and that's why we are set up.
Going on for more than 20 years, but the primetime drama has now put it firmly. Your solicitor, he told me 50 potential new ones have now been in touch, including 3 former sub-postmasters with criminal convictions.
I had one lady describe it to me as something that she can't in the dark back of her mind, which she still couldn't face, but because of the drama, has now managed to find the courage to come forward. Our job is done till everybody that has been tainted by Horizon comes forward and clears the name.
So the real drama is far from over. Victims still fighting for financial redress and wanting those responsible to be held accountable.
And to find out more about the Post Office IT scandal, you can listen to today's episode of Newscast on BBC Sounds, which includes Joe Hamilton from News Laura in Emma Simpson's report. The time is 8 minutes past 6. Story this evening. Hundreds more homes in England will be flooded after a week of heavy rainfall and the impact of Storm Henry. And coming up, the online pharmacies that have been selling prescription-only medication without the proper checks. entertainer David Soul, best known for his role in the 1970s TV series Starsky and Hutch, has died at the age of 80. His wife, Helen Snell, said he had many extraordinary gifts and that he died after a valiant battle for life in the loving company of family. David Silito looks back at his life. Don't give up on us, baby. We're still one.
Shows on TV. The UK tour.
Open up, stop. Put it in. Hey. Yes, please. No, I heard that you can't. What? No, you can't do that. No, because like that. What is that? Now, you pull out the noise. What are you so mean? Like a Zidane, he's actually pretty good at jumping. And then I can't do that. Do it somehow, but I can't. I have to be careful in it.
Now, how hard is it going to be to get a smoothing ladder in the UK? Well, not that difficult to do if you're trying it out. David, who's speaking on the Today programme on BBC Radio 4?
Well, I think it's that difficult at the moment, but to buy a house in this country, you have to save, and that's the way it always used to be.
Guys, we are running this. It's not
Very much so, Lisa. Generation Rent said these comments are astounding from a senior banker. One mortgage advisor described them as ludicrous and out of touch with reality. I guess the key to it is that it's very tough to raise money for a deposit when rents have risen by 30% in 4 years, according to the Deputy Treasury Secretary, when the tax rate retains 3 times average earnings. And according to one think tank, they say that actually if you're aged up to 34, you're most likely to be living with your parents, and the parents are helping with the deposits too. Well, so Howard did come back into the debate.
Was it?
Underplaying people's difficulties and wanted to say that
that's not offside. That was not offside. He was literally going off offside. Boom.
American suspected taking his own death and going into hiding in Scotland has been extradited back to the US. Last year, a court ruled the man who claimed to be an Irish citizen
holy shit, I just...
He was arrested while being COVID at a hospital in Glasgow in 2021. He was wanted in Utah in connection with rape claims. Police say they've arrested 2 boys aged 16 and 17 on suspicion of murder in connection with the death of 16-year-old Chloe Pittman in North London on New Year's Eve.
That's crazy, man.
As people gathered near a viewing platform in Primrose Hill to watch the fireworks. Some regulated online pharmacies
If it's just dragon it on it, top bin.
The BBC investigation has found thieves were able to buy potentially dangerous quantities of various drugs.
That was good though.
Presents a genuine threat to patient safety.
What's going on?
This woman with a police safety was able to lie to get a prescription medication in a regulated
Bro, I'm stupid or something, man. You'd care, bro. It wasn't even gonna go in anyways. Sign up, sign up, sign up. But you got a yellow. Oh, if it's yellow, it means you got a yellow car. Did not know that. Yeah, but. Yes! He's gonna die because she's a legend. Nah, man. Let's do this. This can go. Should be cracked. Don't. Don't go. And he's gonna go this way. He's gonna go that way. Oh.
We've been able to buy more than 16 tablets of prescription medication. In fact, we've got more than reported lethal dose of one of the medications. And we've been able to get all of it without showing this.
Yes, they're outside.
13 online pharmacies we approached refused to sell without permission to consult our GP, access to some medical records, or proof of a valid prescription. And at 20 other pharmacies, we didn't need to pass any of these checks. Christine in Bristol was 38 when she died after accidentally overdosing on prescription medication. I know that she ordered it online. It just needs to be better regulated.
I didn't need to be.
Just dishing out a few pills. It's people's lives. You know, and it's not just it's the children.
Transition.
The regulator said medicines liable to misuse shouldn't be sold without further safeguards in place, and they've taken action where conduct fell short of their professional standards. The Clinical Virus Drug Safety was able to buy a few available online. There's still work to be done. It's a disaster waiting to happen, and I just know it's too easy for people.
This one's screaming at you. You understand? Why do I say how to? I can choose them. Choose. Oh, he scored. Oh my, he's so bad.
Now, there's a shortage of guide dogs in the UK, so that can be a long wait for someone who's
Actually,
really
come on.
pet to be naturally blind.
Why did she slide too late? I was gonna, I don't know in real life. Sure, I was gonna do this one.
But there's good news, because as you'll know,
First.
Meus pais, mas quando eles falecerem, não quero ter que pedir por meu nome postar. Então, eu vou contar o que você tem que fazer. Você vai fazer uma doação dos seus pais, mas essa doação você vai colocar uma cláusula de reversão. O que quer dizer essa cláusula? Quer dizer que se caso os seus pais venham a falecer,
So spending time with Sean McDonald, is the best feeling in the world. But too soon, our weekend together was over. It was time for Sean to head back to his training fosters. A panel of expensive guide dogs would have to decide whether we would be quickly covered. I didn't have to wait long. It was a match that panel dogs bonded and suited each other well. Together, as life as it was again. 2 weeks later, we were on our way to begin 5 weeks of guide dog training, the first 2 of which were from a hotel in Essex. We were issued the kit we needed for training and hopefully beyond. This was the prize we were aiming for, soon as we get to try and just rework ourselves and realise that such a rare.
Which has to stop first school then?
It suddenly felt very real for both of us.
Now put your right foot across. Now ask you to go. Very narrow. Follow, good boy. Oh, no, good boy, well done.
Stone guide boy Sean was feeling the responsibility of guiding his right handler.
Good boy, well done. I'll set the curve. I'm happy with that. Kind of don't really expect him to get through that rescue, but if he can stop at it and acknowledge it, point it out to you virtually, that's the kind of thing.
That's not.
We spent another 2 weeks learning and practicing.
Well, they just stood up.
It paid off. We passed our assessment
What do you-
independent supervisor with ease. On the 20th of December, 23 weeks
Yes, you did.
and just in time for Christmas too, we had made it. Sean did it, and Sean Doggy,
This
BBC News.
is pretty slow. Oh,
Ooh. To end the programme, and actually I have some good news for you tonight as well, because after what has been such a tumultuous week of weather, there are still many flood warnings in force, of course, but
There is 1-1 right now. Someone needs to get a goal. No one's get a goal. I am screaming. The flavor. Oh my god. Oh my, what a defense, man. You see that? What the hell? No way, red card. Yes! Come on! Best penalty taker, bro. I'm the best penalty taker. Best penalty taker. I'm down Jamal. Yeah! Oh! That was it's such about my team, but literally said it. I did not kill. What's doing this? Wouldn't it? Okay. Actually, I want this to be in 1 hour, at least 1 hour, please. Please. I guess it's so easy. I don't know what to do. This is to do so yeah. Christmas. Hey, 100,000. Just with the Premier League, you have no, because you play for shooting. Just leave the Premier League. No reaction. plan for Christmas. Yes. You. Alright guys, no one joined, but we're gonna end the stream there. Everyone, see you, bye guys.